fuck is that on the floor?
What happened?
Please don't touch my phone.
Where is it?
It's just some shit on the floor or whatever.
Dude, if he just slaps that phone down right now in the middle of this, that'd be hilarious. I mean, it wouldn't be funny.
No, it would not, actually.
Okay. Let me put it this way. It wouldn't be funny to you right now.
Nah.
But I think in like a year, we'd go back and watch it and be like, that fucking cat.
Yeah, it'd be released as like an outtake. Like a very short, like 30-second episode that ends in chaos. But luckily, the phone has a case on it now. Because when I first got it, it's a Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, by the way. And I'm just gonna say that as S23. But fucking,
it's a Porsche.
Yeah, it's just a little Mercedes S-Class. Anyway, like when I first got it, I didn't have the case with it yet. So like there was like 2.5 days where it was just I'm walking around with like raw plutonium. Like, it's like that Chappelle Show sketch where it's like the yellow cake. It's like, don't drop that shit. Don't you drop that. Yeah, that's how I felt. Because I remember there was that one time we were at work, and we work in the kitchen, by the way, and I'm standing over where the fry station is. So there's two like fry laters. You're familiar with fry laters.
Fry laters.
That
sounds like a good mixtape name. Like a duo.
That's the actual brand name of
fry
some
laters.
Of those. Like,
really?
The most popular line is the fry laters, but it's kind of slang now. But yeah, I'm standing over those. There's two of them, just like hot oil and shit, and I'm just texting on my phone or whatever, and it slips, and my phone is like dancing in the air as I'm like reaching it. You were standing there. You saw it.
Well, I don't know if I remember this at all.
You don't remember? I was standing over a fry station and like I was on my phone and I like jumbled and I caught it. And then
I don't remember that at all.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah, it was almost very bad. I almost had a fried phone.
Damn.
Yeah, that wasn't that one though. That was my iPhone.
Brutal.
Have you ever used an iPhone?
I mean, I've used one, but I've never owned one. I have an iPad.
Oh.
But
I was going to ask, do you prefer Android or iPhone?
I mean, I've always had Android, so I prefer it based on that, but I like using my iPad for things. But it's like I don't use things for like everything. Like I'm very like this laptop, I only use this laptop for the podcast, and that's it. I only use my iPad for GarageBand, and that's it. Like
it does so much more.
And sometimes to like save, extra storage for like videos and stuff like that and pictures, but that's about it.
You can watch porn on a medium-sized screen.
Oh, I mean, I've done that with my iPad for sure, but
that was definitely
phone's just the easiest access.
I legit was thinking like because it took a few days to get here. One of the days I was waiting on the phone to get here, I was like, man, I bet porn's gonna look so fucking good on this phone.
Yeah.
It does, dude. It fucking does. Like, it's amazing.
Dude, I'll never forget. I was living at my dad's house, and so it was my dad and my stepmom and my grandmother and like both my stepsisters were living there. It's like 5 people in the house, and I would always borrow my dad's Bluetooth speaker. Like all the time, you know what I mean? And then one night, watch porn, go to sleep, whatever. And then the next day, my dad didn't say anything. We didn't have a conference about it or anything. All he said was like, "Hey man, make sure you're not connected to the speaker." That's all he said. And I was like, and like in my head at first I was like, okay. And then like 30 minutes later I was like, like cold sweat. I was like, oh my God, I think I know what that means.
Do you think he was able to figure out like what you're into based on just the sound?
It would be like, it must have happened because I would stay up and drink all the time. So what's funnier to me is like probably he's like, oh, well, because it's like 90% of the time it's like MILF porn. Yeah. And then I just change race within that because the subgenre, which is race, is within the category of MILF porn. most of the time. But I think it's even funnier that it totally must, because I was drinking and partying back then. It must have happened at like 3 in the morning, which means him and my stepmom are asleep in complete darkness, and now have to discover, like, go and find where this noise is coming from. That's just yelling at them in their bedroom. That's hilarious, because I know that has to be startling.
Okay, so that's embarrassing. I don't know that I don't think I've been caught. I, I'm really trying to think. Like if I've been caught, they didn't make it known that they caught me. They
Yeah.
probably just slowly backed out of the room or some shit. So if you are that person, please leave a comment.
Dude, my buddy.
You caught me jacking off.
My buddy, I'll leave his name out of this. But I have a friend who told me the funniest story when we were in high school. Like, he came to school that day and was like, I caught my dad jerking off. And I was like, what? And
he didn't say hi or anything. He just walks right up to you and says that.
And he was like, he said that he like walked into his parents' room because he needed to ask his dad something. And he said he like turned and his dad was just sitting at the computer naked. And he just like clicked something real quick and he just like crossed his legs. It was like, yes, I may help you. May you leave, please?
I'm doing naked business right now on the computer on the Excel spreadsheet.
Sorry, I've been shopping for pants.
I'm clearly in need of, as you can see.
Might as well get a shirt while I'm at it.
Now, please learn to knock, young man.
But
that's the next life lesson you're gonna learn is definitely knock on a closed door.
Yeah, dude. I caught my dad jerking off when I was like 10. I was like, I had to be younger than 10. I had to be like 8 because we were living over at Bel Air Apartments. And that was like 2002. And I remember it was hilarious because he had a VHS tape. So, like, I woke up earlier than I normally would have. We had school that morning. And so, like, normally we would have woken up at, like, I guess, like 7 or something. But I woke up at, like, 6. Yeah. And I went and, like, walked into the living room. And then next thing you know, my dad just, like, I didn't see anything. I just remember the startling. He was just like, and he just like, he like quickly went up and just hit eject on the VHS tape. He just like, like the VHS tape had to come out. He like yanked it out. And then he just like walked to his bathroom and just like shut the door behind him.
Wordlessly?
Yeah.
Damn.
Didn't say a word.
He got caught.
And I remember just standing in the living room just confused, like, what happened? What was that?
You activated his fight or flight.
Yeah, dude.
He floated.
Well, he had a roommate at the time. Here's a crazier story. He had a roommate at the time that would play my PS2. Oh. So I had a PS2 and I had it was PS2 James Bond games. This must have been like 2002, 2003.
Nightfire?
Never Say Die or Nightfire? Maybe it was.
Yeah, those were the two.
Is it a level? Was there the 1v1 when you're in the snow?
I never
okay. Okay, this is like early 2000s. It was for one of the movies that had just come out. So it was Peter Bronson.
Pierce Brosnan?
Pierce Bronson.
Yeah.
Brosnan.
My first Bond.
Yeah, my first Bond. But it was him and so my dad's roommate would play my PS2 sometimes. Mm-hmm. And one morning I wake up, that same living room. I wake up to go walk into the living room because I needed to go through there to get to the bathroom. And I go walking in there, and next thing you know, he's asleep. And he's just got the controller like resting on his legs, and his dick is hanging out of his pants. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? And then I remember I turn and look at the screen, and he has it to where the character is up to one of the woman characters who's in like this tight leather outfit with like half of her side boob showing. Yeah. And he just had the camera like focused on her side boobs, on her tits on the game.
Y'all ever been there, fellas? Jesus Christ. Like, dude,
I remember that.
that's another version of like anything like if you're like standing on, like people say, if you're standing on the train and like the sway is just right,
yeah.
that will turn you on. Like, dude,
Yeah.
when times is tough,
Yeah. It was
you just gotta
strange.
create porn out of something.
Strange.
Like, does he know that you see?
No. He has no idea.
Would he see
No, I'm not
this?
posting this.
Oh,
No,
okay,
no, no. I
okay,
mean,
never
we're
mind.
posting this on YouTube, but I'm not like
Okay,
sending this to him.
Jesus.
But yeah. So, what is this? Like, you want to present this to him?
Yeah,
Like, no, I don't
like,
want to.
basically
What?
what I'm saying is like, does he watch this?
No,
Like,
I don't think he
okay,
watches
okay,
this.
okay, cool.
Watch, he is going to start watching this episode.
Yeah, it's like I thought check out.
Well, my dad had a few roommates, so then there could be a toss-up on it. I know who it is.
Yeah, but
it could be between like two or three different
you know who it
people.
is, and they know who they are, but
100%.
that's it. I don't even know. I'm sitting right here.
Those are good
Dude.
times, dude. I remember The Matrix had just come out, and they were watching The Matrix all the time, and we were playing Space Invaders and Twisted Metal 4 on the PS1.
Did you know that was the bad one?
Twisted Metal 4?
Yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah, it's the first one I ever played. I have a soft spot in my heart for it.
Yeah.
People say that's like the worst Twisted Metal game.
Wow. That sucks.
I mean, I guess I have a unique perspective because I didn't have anything to compare it to at the time, but I have played other ones today, and I used to think that Twisted Metal 4 wasn't as good as Twisted Metal Black because of just the time difference.
Yeah.
But yet from what I've been told from people that were in the know at the time, because I'm just like a little kid happy to be here, whatever, they're like, no, that one sucked at the time.
Yeah.
So
did it's funny, it's like I remember we played Twisted Metal 4 all the time. However, I couldn't tell you anything about the game. I have like images in my head, and I remember how cool the like scenes in between gameplay, the scenes were scary. Yeah, the cut. Thank you. I don't know my video game terms. The cut scenes were scary as fuck and incredible in Twisted Metal 4.
PS1 animation trying to be good. So in Twisted Metal 4, I don't think Calypso, because Calypso is usually the main antagonist or the main.
The clown?
No, that's Sweet Tooth.
So he's Twisted Metal 4, I believe.
Yeah, I was
Sweet
gonna
Tooth.
say, because Calypso is usually the main guy, and 4, Sweet Tooth is the main guy, and it's Sweet Tooth and his like minions, his like little clown guys.
Yeah,
you might remember them from the intro. The intro like starts and it's all like.
Can we watch these real quick,
please?
Yeah. Because I don't like. I just remember them being on a train.
Yes, they were on a train.
I specifically remember a train.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember anything else. We can keep that playing.
I remember in the select screen when you would select your character and like it would show you their stats or whatever, and they would have like a little voice line that would play. There was a pizza guy that was in like a blue Civic in his special.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I remember he had like a verse that he would drop. He was like, and I'm in it to win it. Pizza blade, spin it, step up and frown while I hard grin it. Yeah. And I loved that as a kid. I thought that was the coolest shit ever. Here we go.
Yeah.
Who is this? Get out of our lives. Don't nobody care.
All right. Yeah, this just scared the shit out of me as a child, dude. But it was like that. Like I had to keep watching it. You know what I mean? Like fingers, like watching it through your fingers.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because they talk about the Calypso shit. Because they were like, known only as Calypso. I remember the voiceover sounded like that.
Yeah, that's right. It was like over the top.
That Sweet Tooth.
Yeah.
I'm a nerd. I don't know if y'all knew this. They were talking
Wow.
about Metal Gear Solid the other day, and I went the fuck off,
Wow,
dude.
dude, it's all flooding back. This is crazy.
I remember being so upset that you couldn't play as one of these cars because I liked
Yeah.
these. Man, I miss being super into video games, man. My that's Calypso. My my passions kind of died as I've gotten older. I miss playing something just to play it. Carson's in nostalgia land right now.
Yeah, I
Like,
really am. I'm
dude,
like, holy
we're just
shit,
gonna zoom
dude.
in on your face experiencing this.
This is like a huge, yeah, this is wild.
Yeah, and it also feels like uh every iteration I've played at least of Twisted Metal just completely restarts the story.
Yeah.
Like it just retcons everything and just restarts it on. Because like if you play Twisted Metal Black, this is definitely not Sweet Tooth's origins at all. So yeah, look at this shit. I always love that
Oh,
animation and running.
it's fantastic.
What would you wish for if you won Twisted Metal?
Is that the point of the game?
Yeah, you get anything you wish.
Oh, I don't even remember
But the
that.
thing, so yeah, the the thing about the wish in Twisted Metal is that you get what you want, but it's in the most like fucked up way possible. Like I don't know. No, I wish that my family will always be rich or whatever, and then like you die in a horrible accident and they get a settlement, and that's how it happens. So the
Damn.
Twisted Metal, yay, you win. I think there's a name for that type of. I don't know, it's a literary device or something. I don't know the name of it. Put it in the comments after you like and subscribe. Yeah, dude, they came in rock calypso shit. Damn.
Like it says Calypso missing, but here's a photo of him falling from the
Yeah,
building
obviously the last person
on
to
the
see him
front.
was the person that took this
What
fucking
the
picture.
fuck? Like, that makes no sense.
I bet
Calypso.
they know what happened.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, bro. I had fun, but apparently people did not.
Oh,
Worst Twisted Metal
man.
game ever.
That was beautiful. Fuck
Loved
that.
it.
Fuck that.
Yeah, whatever all this means.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
knew all that.
Did you know it was Toyotathon, dude?
Is it?
It's always Toyotathon in my heart.
It probably is Toyotathon like 9 months out of the year and we just don't know it. It's like,
I'm
chop it up.
I'm about to have to become really aware of all that kind of shit because my car needs unless the one that's in it can be fixed or unclogged, I need a new catalytic converter, which the cost of the parts and the labor is like in the thousands.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if it's in 2,000, but like it's a 4-digit drop, and this is usually the problem cars will have where people will be looking at you like, well, man,
You
y-
might as well just get a new car.
yeah, you could look into something else, but that's what my mom was saying, and I don't know, I don't know. It'd be so sad to say goodbye to my boy.
How long did you have that car?
2009,
Damn, so
2010, something like that. I think
16 years old.
it was like a year old when I got it. It's in '09. So
Uh,
yeah, 2010, 2011, somewhere around there. That area of time. We
damn.
got arrested together twice, dude.
Damn.
Me and that car been through some shit, but we'll see.
We will see. Well, hopefully you get to keep it.
I want to. This will be the third time I thought that car was dead. Well, it's actually not dead. Like it's fine, but it
It's on its way to dying.
yeah, it's getting little to no power to the engine. That's why it stalled out that time on the way to
This is
work.
basically like your Marlon Wayans and your car is what's his fucking name from Suicide Squads? Requiem for a Dream. Jared Leto.
Oh, Jared Leto, yeah.
You're Marlon Wayans and your car is Jared Leto, and you're driving and you look over at him and he lifts over
Oh
his
my
transmission and you're
god!
like, yo, what the fuck?
Why did you have to remind me that that movie existed? I
I love that movie.
Fun fact about me: I fucking hate that movie.
Oh, such
I
a
hate
great
it,
film.
dude. I hate
Great
that movie. I hate Kids.
Kids is great too.
I hate what else? Those are the two that stick out in my mind. That's like I recognize and respect that they are amazing pieces of film. I would recommend everyone watch it once. You watch it one. I will never choose to watch either of those
Dude,
movies ever again.
I can watch
Like,
Requiem
no.
for a Dream for pleasure.
Holy shit!
There's
you
something.
are a monster of a person.
There's
What do you mean?
There's something kind of nostalgic about
Good
the
God.
colors and the tones. Like, okay, because like, okay, there's something about that time where like Fight Club has the same thing, and so does The Matrix, where there's that. And I liked this. Okay, there's a lot to explain here. It's that parking garage lighting tint, that green fluorescent kind of buzzing, like
Yes.
empty parking garage lighting.
Kind of the back rooms.
Yes,
with
it's the same.
kinda-
I love that. It's the same as like when I was a kid. My favorite commercial that I was obsessed with was the commercial where you have to remember this was like 2003. This will be a hard find, but it's the commercial of the lady who she has a coworker. I think he's an Asian man, and he's like walking her to her car through the parking garage, and she's like, "All right, bye." She's like, "See ya." And then next thing you know, it's an anti-smoking commercial, and then she pulls up to a basketball court, and there's like some teenagers playing basketball at night.
I've seen this commercial.
She gets out of her car.
Yes.
She has her keys like Wolverine style in her knuckles, and then she gets to the door and she locks the door. She locks it up, and then she sits down and she eats the piece of chocolate cake while she's watching some game show, and then she smokes a cigarette. And it turns out it was all a tobacco commercial.
Yeah.
And not an episode of SVU, which
The
you think it's
commercial
about to be. Like,
is like she's afraid of all these things, all these like external things out in the world. Like
Yeah.
she thinks someone's gonna get her in the car in the parking garage. She thinks like one of these like thugs or whatever is gonna like harass her. She thinks someone's gonna like snatch her up when she's trying to get into her, and then she gets home and starts hurting herself.
by eating cake and smoking a cigarette.
What if it was a commercial about the cake?
That'd be
It's
hilarious.
like, she's smoking a cigarette and just like fuck that cake.
Just no, that would be funny if it's like if all that shit happens, then she picks the cake, she eats it, it's like Betty Crocker.
Yeah.
Feeding American families since 1932 or whatever. But
It's like, why don't we just go through all that fear? Like, what was that, Betty?
It's like corporations trying to keep you inside, so you keep like consuming products, cake and television. No, but that commercial, dude, I loved that commercial as a kid for some reason, and I don't know why. There was something about just the look of it that like, and I think the kind of same thing that I got from the Twisted Metal intro. There's kind of like something that was scary about it, but it made me want to watch it more. You know what I mean?
I get that.
Yeah, that
Like
was
literally just it's different. It's just more of a general nostalgia thing. I just put on Cartoon Network. Just it'll take just 2 hours out of Cartoon Network um programming from like the early 2000s or something, and just take the programs out of it and leave just the commercials and the bumpers,
yeah.
and I'll just put that on for hours. Like I don't know, it makes me feel like a kid again, and I need that in these dark times.
Dude, Courage, the Cowardly Dog used to scare the fuck out of me as a kid. Like that was
Yes.
another one where sometimes I would have to change the channel up to Nickelodeon, and then like go back like 10 seconds later and see if something had changed.
I keep
It
forgetting you're
fucked me
younger
up.
than me. I
Yeah.
keep forgetting that because I'm like, really?
I was like 5
Oh
when
yeah,
Courage
you
came
were a
out.
kid.
Yeah, when Courage came out, I think I was like 5 years old.
Yeah.
And that was scary as fuck for a kindergartner, dude. That shit fucks me up.
I remember we would go to school and just talk about how crazy and weird it was, but I think I was too old to be legit scared. There were some episodes that like would stick with you, and you knew it was gonna stick with you when you saw it. It
Yeah.
was like, oh, I'm gonna see this
Yeah.
tonight, like when I'm trying to go to sleep. The fucking Ramses, and when it, return the slab, like that shit,
Yeah.
like his face is yeah. I could draw that from memory.
Yeah, dude. That show was fucking
There's one
awesome.
I'll reference it or I'll bring it up whenever we start talking about Courage, but I feel like no one else remembers it. It's the barber. I think he's always like his episode was all in like verse, and it was all like spoken by him, and it was all like in rhymes, and he would always end every verse with naughty. Do you
I think
remember this
so.
episode? That dude freaked me out a lot. Like legit at my big age, whatever age I watched it at, like I was like, I'm legit scared of that man.
Dude, there was a Scooby Doo episode, like OG original Scooby Doo episode that used to scare the fuck out of me. And I think it had to do with a witch or something. Like they're in the woods trying to find this witch. And it really, and then like, of course, like, thank God, you always have to remind yourself, you're like, oh wait, they're going to remove the witch's mask. And it's going to be a person. And it's all right.
Some dope.
Yeah.
Some dude.
Who could have got away with it if it wasn't for
Yeah.
damn dogs and meddling kids. But
Oh my god, dude! Fucking, we talk about Mike Kaplan a lot, dude. Shouts out to Mike Kaplan.
oh, dude, I
He
think
did
I
it
did.
again.
Yeah.
He did it again. It was I tried to get. Of course, this is all paraphrased. If you find his actual post, it's worded better than this, I'm sure. But it's like I was trying to make it more popular for older people to participate and win at the Olympics. And I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for these meddling kids.
Dude,
and I was like,
he's so good.
it hurts as a comedic creative. It hurts the inside of my body when I see the things he posts daily. Just as whatever.
I think like when people talk like great joke writers alive right now, and people always say like like Mark Norman or Sam Morril or all these guys, like Mike Kaplan is so underrated. Like he might be the best joke writer living right now. He's so good.
It's like every morning at work, if me and Carson are working together, I'm like, ooh, look.
Yeah.
Like just putting my phone in his face, like, dude,
dude, every day
genius,
there's like
dude.
4 that you're just like, holy shit.
It makes me want to like, I don't know, either quit or I don't know, man. Like hit the gas, stop fucking around. I don't know.
Yo, dude, he's
Read a book.
He's one of those guys who are like, you were born to do this.
Oh yeah.
Like, he was born to do this. I like how my hands, I was tapping on it. It looks like I'm playing the piano and I'm just making a point. You know, like, because you have to understand.
And you're cold as ice.
Oh man.
Yeah, there's always a point in the episode where I'll look up at ourselves back here. It's like, oh shit. Where's Mojo at? The little superstar. I showed you that shit on Threads, right, dude?
I'm gonna hit this with my head turned. No one's even gonna see what's it.
You censor it out. Dude, I posted a picture of me and Mojo. I was wearing the bonnet and he's just like sitting next to me. We're both looking at the TV. It was during the Super Bowl. I posted this picture before, but it was in one of those threads that was like, Black Cat Dads, post your picture or whatever.
Black Cat Dads?
See, yeah, that's the thing.
That's a good name for a band, dude.
But
the Black Cat Dads?
That's true. I want to be able to download that on Apple Music
Yeah,
next
dude.
month at
Black
least.
cat dads.
But people didn't know whether it meant that the cat was black or the dad was black, so we just got both. We just got a lot. But like your boy.
Oh shit!
Oh my
Have
god,
you watched this?
that's the shot. Yeah,
Boom!
hell yeah,
Beautiful.
hypest moment in the whole game.
I do a lame thing that I hate where you ever have someone have mind control over you for a second, where like as soon as they are the audience or as soon as them down there on the mic they're like, "Let's go!" I went, "Let's go!" And I was like, "Oh, I had no plans on saying that.
I'm not that
I only
much of
said
a
that because they
fan.
said that." It's like I hate whenever a fucking like a lead singer of a band tells me to clap. Like, it's all right, everybody. Get those hands going. I'm,
Yeah,
like, I'm not doing that
I
shit.
experience a small amount of guilt if they do that and I don't feel like clapping and I don't clap. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm fucking up the vibe for everyone. Like I'm breaking the connection in some way. Like I could stand there and not clap back. Like everyone's back is to me. There's no way they can see me. I feel like they all know I'm not clapping.
Yeah,
And
but
it's
see,
fucking
but
up the
I
vibe.
feel like I don't know. I feel like it should be a give or take. Where like if it was so goddamn good and powerful that you were willing to clap, you would just do it.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to ask me to clap.
Exactly.
I'd jump out of my seat
Exactly.
clapping.
And also, I just think audiences have changed a lot where we're not as energetic as we used to be
True.
across all genres. Where, like, you go back and watch a concert from the 70s or 80s, and the entire audience, without anybody having to tell them all, be like, every hand is like
Yeah.
every dude has their
Well,
girlfriend up on their shoulders. People are jumping up in the air. I mean, they're going wild.
well, now if you go to a concert, every hand is like this.
That's true.
Yay! I'm totally gonna watch this later.
Dude, like,
Yeah,
I,
what?
I need everyone to know that I'm watching the concert and they're not, even though we're both watching the concert on
Yeah.
my phone.
The worst quality. I don't care how good the camera on your phone is. You are getting the worst perspective of that show through
Yeah.
that screen.
I
Like,
always, dude, I'm always big on like my rule was like when I go see jam bands, they play 2 sets. It's usually like a 2 hour, 45-minute concert. So set one, I'll get like one picture and one like 20-second video. And set two, I'll get like one picture and like one 20-second video. That's over the course of 2.5 hours.
yeah.
That's all I needed. Phone stays in the pocket.
I usually when I used to go to festivals, I don't go fucking anywhere anymore. But when I used to go to chosen festivals, I would always get so upset that I didn't photograph my experience enough. Like I didn't take enough pictures. And now I'm looking back on that like, man, you were having fun. Like you forgot to doc like cuz like the shit was happening and you were in it.
And
Like
also
you didn't have let me pull out my phone. It never happened. So
And also Google the festival in the year you were there.
oh yeah.
Tons of
I'm
photos to
sure.
remind you. Like, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, I did see that concert.
Yeah, and you might be in some of them. I
Yeah.
remember I was in some TwitchCon pictures
No
that ended
shit.
up on like the website. This is from like 2015.
I in high school we went to see Fish in Alpharetta, Georgia, and this tornado happened. Like this whole like crazy ass storm swept through, and afterwards we were like, it was like everyone's just soaked, and we're all like walking through these puddles to try to get back to our cars and everything. And I don't know why, but when we got back home, like a week later, I just decided to YouTube that show and parking lot footage. And then I just found video, like footage of all of us just walking in the parking lot. It was like 2011. And I
Hell
remember we all
yeah.
just thought that was so cool. Back when life was so much simpler. Like now, it wouldn't be shocking to find yourself in the background of some video because everybody's filming. But in 2011, not everybody was filming like that. Like,
We didn't have the surveillance state.
yeah,
Because now, if I see myself like being photographed without my consent or knowledge or whatever, I'm mad about it. Now I'm like, dude, what? Remove that.
yeah,
Don't use my likeness. But before it was like, ooh, they took a picture of me on the roller coaster. We used to love that shit.
yeah. Well, I don't know, dude. Speaking of fucking fish parking lot videos again, but I found some videos from the 90s where this guy was walking around the parking lot of these fish shows with a VHS tape, and there was all these dudes who would just instantly be like covering their hat and like walking off camera and like dipping.
You know.
That was a big thing back then, I guess.
You know.
People were not playing.
Because I'm pretty sure they were into some shit or
Oh yeah, they're
some
doing
kind
all
of,
kinds of drugs.
yeah. I'm not trying to be perceived
Mhm.
right now. I'm at the fish show.
But it's also crazy that you react like that with a VHS camera. Like how, and I guess you don't know, but like how long is it going to take them to get into anything that's going to show to anybody that you know?
And by then you'll be long gone.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people, I don't know what level of spirituality people show up to fish shows have, but some people believe that if you're videotaped or photographed, that like either your whole or a piece of your soul will be taken. Oh, I know a lot of Native Americans believe that if you're photographed, it takes your soul.
Wow.
So maybe there might be a little bit of that. And people being like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know. Or
Damn.
maybe they were just doing some illegal shit. Like that's way easier to believe. But
Native Americans should all have cameras, dude. They shouldn't be all out getting revenge.
oh,
Just
that's
like,
their version of like walking around
taking
with the
souls,
with
dude.
the tool on them. Like, niggas out hard. like a fucking drive by.
Yeah, dude. It's like, Canon Rebel T5.
Automatic. You hit the multi shot. Fuck them up. It's like
dude,
Shang Tsung. There's so many souls.
that's so good. Instead of emptying a clip, it's like, I emptied a card on that fool.
Yeah.
Puts a terabyte card back in his little
Cartridge.
thing.
Shouts out to the Native Americans, man.
Shouts out. Steal souls.
Yeah, dude.
Save, well, or save them. Well, you tried. Don't worry about it.
Look, man. I was gonna say like they went down that road.
It's over.
Look where they got. Look.
It's over. This is an apocalyptic podcast at this point. I was improvising last night on stage. Was it last night? Yeah, Slurp was last night, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just like riffing, and then all of a sudden, there's a dude in the audience that was from Seattle, and I was like, "Oh, how do you like Mobile?" And he was like, "It's all right." And I was like, Seattle's better. And he's like, I mean, no, I'm not saying that. And I was like, I guess there's just more stuff there. And he's like, yeah, more homelessness. And I was like, oh, dude, I was like, just hang around a little bit. I was like, I don't know if you know this, but homelessness, that's the new middle class, baby.
I mean, look, I don't know what's going on. They're just shuffling around or like bussing people around, but like you see new homeless faces downtown every morning. And I'm so used to having the familiar cast of characters, like the people that I know or not know, but used to seeing on, oh, he hangs out on that park bench over there. Like, oh, no, I'll see that wheelchair guy around town every now and then. Now it's like you never know who's coming around the corner.
Yeah.
Walking like this.
True.
It's scary. I show up to work by myself every morning. Nah. I lock the door behind me someday. Whoa. I didn't expect to see that. When I turned around, my bad. It jump scared me. Oh, shit. That's me. Another jump scare.
Yeah.
I don't know why it would jump scare me to see myself on the screen as if I'm not right fucking there
Yeah,
the
right.
whole time. But no, dude, my mom is somewhere in these crowd shots. And it's so funny because she's seated right next to, there's Victor.
Yeah.
She is seated right next to Joe Carlisle. I have not seen this picture. I want this.
You ever saw that one?
No.
It's a great photo.
Look at so powerful. Zeke looks like what's the dude's name?
I'm a little teapot.
Let's go. Let's go. So, what is the dude's name? He was dead, and his two friends. It's like a comedy movie from like back in the like late '80s or whatever. Mr.
Weekend
Bernie.
at Bernie's?
Yeah, Weekend at Bernie. Yeah,
Love that
that's
movie.
Zeke looked like. He looked like we put him on stage. Like, all right, dude, Bernie.
Have you ever seen Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah.
God, I love that movie. That is one of those. I discovered that movie because me and my sister. Dude, remember when you used to get shit? Like, okay, for what I mean by this, Burger King, two different things they did in the early 2000s that were badass. When you got a kids meal, I got a fucking gold medal Pokemon card.
I still have mine.
I had mine
Charizard.
forever. Yeah, I think Corinne has it somewhere, my little sister. But we had that, and then got a Backstreet Boys CD as a fucking kid's toy, like a brand new Backstreet. It was awesome. Then me and my little sister, I don't know if you remember, well, yeah, of course you do. I don't know if this ever happened to you, but you stayed home late and your mom left you a check to give the pizza guy. That ever happened to you?
Maybe not me. Maybe my brother.
Okay,
Maybe
so-
she might have given my brother cash. I don't think they ever trusted me
Dude,
with any transaction.
Sometimes we would when they wouldn't leave us cash, they would leave a check for the pizza guy. It was like 2003, 2004. So
Now on the back end of this, can you imagine how fucking annoying it would be?
that would be
if somebody
so
paid you?
awful. That would suck ass. But so I can see why they got rid of that.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, dude.
But I remember my grandmother had to go somewhere and we were at her house, and so me and my little sister, we had a check and we got like Pizza Hut or Domino's or whatever with the check, and then with the pizza they gave us Weekend at Bernie's on DVD.
Shit.
It's like 2004, and so we were like, all right, we don't know what this is. It's a magical surprise DVD. We could read it. We're like, what is this? So we put it in, and we fucking loved it. It was awesome.
What if the DVD had nothing to do with any kind of promotion with the pizza?
Like that dude
the
left
driver
it on
was
top.
just like, they might like this.
or he set it on top of the box and didn't even think about it. Just like, all right, here you go. Like,
What, man?
Damn, where's my Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah, I was about to watch that shit.
This is me in the 4th grade and I think my sister was in the 1st grade. We're watching Weekend at Bernie's. Dude, I have it on DVD. That's one of my guilty pleasure movies that, like, just for comfort, I'm having a bad day or I just want it to feel like there's friends in the air. You know what I mean? I'll put on Weekend at Bernie's.
It's literally what we were talking about earlier, how, like, you could just put things on that just put you in a good, like, space or whatever. If Weekend at Bernie's was like on this TV and I'm just like around the house doing whatever, it would just feel good,
dude.
Like,
It does.
It just would.
It does.
I got to figure out how to do that.
It's because those 80s and 90s movies that had anything that had to do with the beach. It's the steel drum, the Girls Gone Wild steel drum that comes in. You know what I mean?
And the problems are never that bad.
No,
Like, it's never too deep.
Well,
It's
in
like,
Weekend at Bernie's, it is.
Well, the dude was dead, but then.
Well, no, but he was going to kill them. So in the setup of Weekend at Bernie's, they work at Bernie's company.
Yeah.
And they find a loophole, something wrong where millions and millions of dollars have been getting, like, stolen out of the company, but he's been stealing it out of his own company out of some like tax evasion thing or whatever. And so he's gonna kill them for like, and
'Cause
so
they know.
he invites them out, but another guy kills Bernie, and they think that everyone's gonna think we killed Bernie. It's a whole thing.
Because I don't think I knew all of that except the fact that he was gonna kill them.
Yeah,
I think
he invites them out to the beach to try to kill them.
I want to say every time I don't think I've ever seen it I've never seen Bernie alive. I'll say I always start watching the movie at some point after the plot has been set up. Like I'm only familiar with like the hijinks of them like trying to hold him up and shit. 'Cause
Yeah,
I remember that vividly. Him being alive and trying to kill them, that's news to me. You said that and I
dude,
was like,
I'm telling you.
what? That's like I heard a episode of This American Life about is it The Sound of Music? Yeah. Have you ever seen The Sound of Music?
I've seen bits and pieces.
So it was a story about this woman who she loved The Sound of Music just as a movie or whatever, and she was talking to a friend about it, and they asked her about one of the plot points that happens later in the movie, and she was like, "What are you talking about?" She was like, that happens in The Sound of Music. What do you mean? The movie that you love. What are you talking about? And it turns out her mom had only let her watch half of it
Yeah,
because it like now after the half is over, we're dealing with like the war
Yeah.
in Nazi Germany and shit. So she just never got to watch all the rest of it and lived her entire like rest of her like I guess up to her
Jesus.
like mid-20s or whatever, thinking that The Sound of Music was just this feel good, like we're just bopping around in this town. There's a postman, whatever. Will they, won't they, the end.
Damn.
And not like motherfucker becomes an SS. Fucking, yeah.
That's
it's a whole thing.
crazy.
Yeah. And I feel that way about Weekend at Bernie's right now. So
Yeah.
like, I did not know there was a murder plot.
Yeah, dude.
I had no idea. Well, I know eventually someone kills Bernie, but
Yeah,
I didn't
man.
know he was a killer. The way I understood it was like they just had to play as if he was alive for a certain amount of time or like to get something, like some money or whatever. I was very young watching these movies.
Dude, it's so funny. If you read Weekend at Bernie's on paper, you'd be like, "What?"
It's like
And they'd be like,
Nightcrawler. It's
yeah.
like what is this?
So
A suspense movie?
they prop him up the whole time, and they nod his head for him, and it's a big laugh. You're like, I would think that this is going to fail.
Yes,
and
a
then
snuff film is what that is.
you
Or
watch
what?
it, and you're like, it's pretty good.
It's hilarious,
Pretty good.
Like, we're all Bernie, a
I'd
dead
say, wait.
body being puppeted.
You were talking about The Sound of Music. Can you hear that? That is the sound of the theme song to Midtown Malfunction creeping in, because this is the end of episode 36.
You better make that shit creep in.
I will.
Otherwise it's gonna be real
I'm gonna have it
stupid.
slow.
'Cause I literally didn't hear
looking
shit.
around like,
I was worried. I was like, I don't hear anything.
it's playing probably louder than we're talking right
they
now.
can't hear this at
moment.
all.
Yeah, no. But my name's Carson Taylor.
I'm Ryan D. Adams.
Peace out. Fuck Morris Day.